My grandmother passed away 15 years before my grandfather did, and it was one of those things where, like I said, he was kind of a reserved guy, and we didn't really see much emotion out of him until she passed, and you saw that, oh, she was the one holding him together. Like that, it was very much a partnership. It just wasn't one kind of where we could see it, and there was love there, but it was just, and we definitely saw it here and there. But when she passed, it kind of, we saw how his heart broke, and his body just slowly kind of deteriorated, and more or less he just kind of shut down and became even more reserved in a lot of ways, and just kind of waited for his time, which he thought could be any day. Again, he was just of that mindset. And when he passed, we found from that time, cleaning out his house, we found just dozens and dozens of tapes, cassette tapes. And he lived by himself, and he used to go in the back of the room, and he bought this kind of expensive tape recorder, and he would just dictate like his thoughts and his dreams, and it was all to her. Because he didn't know how to not talk to her. He talked to her for over 50 years, and it was just, and the thing that kind of resonated with us when we heard it, which was it's just amazing to hear him talk so openly and candidly and lovingly, was he's like, the day that I die, I will be the happiest man in heaven. And the day he died, like when we at the graveside, it was joyous. Like we were all just, he's with her, and every time we come and visit, we'd always take him to the same restaurant that he would eat at twice a day, this Chinese restaurant, and eat for 15 years, every day, twice a day, at 10:40 and at 4:30, and they didn't even open until like 11:30. So he had the gold card, and he'd always leave a quarter tip, because that's what they did in 1950, and it was good enough then, which is amazing. And then he'd go pay the check, and we'd drop stuff quickly behind his back. But and so I kind of got off track. It's just hilarious. We ended up having the reception after his funeral was at that restaurant. It was just kind of perfect. And we all left quarters down, so there's a lot of people, so it added up quite a bit. But I just kind of, when I was in the middle of writing this new record, which and I was struggling with this one song, and I was just, and then my dad called me and told me that he had passed. He had been in the hospital for a little bit, and thought he was going to pull out of it, and then he just went, like. And it just kind of hit me, like, it's one of those things where, like, it's going to happen, but when it happens, it's still very profound. And I just kind of sat and thought, and then I played through what I had written, and I didn't really know. I was writing this song, and I was going through something emotionally, and I was just trying to put that into words, and it wasn't really hitting. And then I played it after that phone call, and the song made sense. It was like the song came before the feeling did, and in this kind of way that only God knows. And I finished the song, like it made sense. I knew where to go with it. And so this is kind of the dichotomy between my struggle with figuring out, what's worth loving and what's worth not worrying about. And should I really worry about my legacy once I'm gone here, or should I just focus on the people that God has put in my life now? And because I feel like there's such a strong pull, especially as a man, to like leave a legacy and do some great, monumental thing and have your name on buildings, and I don't know what that is, but I hate it, and I feel that pull, and in a weird way, but really I just want to love, and I want to be loved, and I want to be known, and this song is about my journey coming back to that, and however long that may take, it's my journey, and I can't force that. You just have to respect that process. So it's called Long Way Home. I would take the long way home, and somewhere find a place where I belong. And you will surely find me there, and I will build a home for us to share. And you will find me in the morning light, and you will find me in the ocean's tide, and every tear you shed for me will leave behind, as I will take the long way home. She'd been gone for 15 years, and though we tried to make it work without her there, his heart he felt it break in two, and at her grave he said he loved her, and he'd see her soon. And you will find me in the morning light, and you will find me in the ocean's tide, and every tear you shed for me will leave behind, as I will take the long way home. I feel the ground beneath me, feel the question burning deep. If love is not the answer, then am I what I seem? As long as life's within me, I will not accept defeat. I will not accept defeat. I will not accept defeat. And you will find me in the morning light, and you will find me in the ocean's tide, and every tear you shed for me will leave behind, as I will take the long way home. Thank you.